You're tuned in to B&T Unscripted. Get ready for raw, real, and unfiltered conversations with the award-winning radio show host Tiffany K and her co-host Brandon. It's life, love, and laughter. Unscripted, unpredictable, and unforgettable. Buckle up. You're listening to B&T Unscripted.
And we're back to another Monday. In fact, the second working Monday of the new year.
Ooh.
I think people are going to get really tired if I start counting down every Monday of the week. So I promise I won't do that. But it is B&T Unscripted. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Brandon.
Thanks for coming back, hanging out with us, giving you all the news you didn't know you needed, giving you some life advice you didn't know you wanted.
Yep.
And every craziness in between.
Yes.
So we are back. Thank you so much to everybody who has been listening recently. We appreciate all the followers, all the views,
you guys.
all the likes. We love you so much. This is just fun for us to do. We're kind of helping you replace that daily morning show with a shortened version in a podcast form. So it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about this. So, as always, we're going to get started with our daily roundup. These are some of the headlines that kind of stuck out to us today. We want your opinions on it as well. Of course, you can like, subscribe, follow us, social media, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff, and leave comments below. And Brandon, you're going to start us out today with our first daily roundup headline.
Yes, the first article that we have for today is going to be do pet-friendly policies begin in the workplace? And this and the source is coming from ABC News.
Interesting. Tell me a little bit more, because you know everybody loves their pets.
Yes. So some experts say yes, especially for pet bereavement, as pets have increasingly become part of the family.
So they're saying like getting time off and money, basically.
Yeah, just like, I guess,
human.
Yeah, your
death.
Other family members, of your family. So, the jury is still out on whether or not they should be allowed in the office space on a regular basis. What are your thoughts on having, your coworkers' pets in the workplace?
Here's the thing. I'm not completely against it or anything, because I will say, like, in my normal, 9 to 5 workspace, there is a dog that comes in, an adorable dog. You've met him. And that's fun. It kind of, brightens up the energy in a workspace. You're kind of I swear, I could be having, a rough morning. I just don't, everybody doesn't want to be there at some point, right? You're just tired.
Oh, yeah.
And then I see this little dog walk in. I'm like, oh, I'm happy now. It's something small.
Yeah.
So in that case, it's I would love to bring Buddy, our dog, with us to work every day. But then there's another side of that you do have to cater to the people around you. And by that, I mean, some people are afraid of dogs.
Yep.
Right? Some dogs are very big dogs, and the office space may not be right for them, or they want to be outside. Or in my case, and I'm just thinking of this selfishly, I'm allergic to cats. Mm-hmm. And I can't, and you know this from seeing
sneezing.
it. Sneezing, my eyes get red, I get puffy, coughing, and to a point that if I am petting a cat or near hair, yes, it can become life-threatening for me.
Yep.
So there are people with those things, and that's why I think, kind of like those experts were saying in the article, that's kind of why I think it's going to be hard to get pets in the workplace all the time, just because there are all of those outstanding circumstances, and then it's almost a liability for the offices.
Yeah, well, it's what, it depends how many, how big your company is, or what type of job you're doing.
That's true.
It's
food service.
You're having a freaking dog fight, in the middle of a restaurant, but you're trying to accommodate everyone, or, the dog is chasing the cat, or someone brings a pet goldfish. How does that work,
Carries around the tank.
On the construction site, they're operating a crane and they got a mini goldfish on their little dashboard.
Guys, this is our supervisor, Goldie. He's here with us today.
Leave Goldie alone, Frank. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So are you kind of in the same boat I am when it's having them at least in the workplace?
I've worked different, in different offices, and obviously with my veteran background, I've worked with other veterans and they had service dogs and stuff like that. So it was fun, seeing, there's like a service dog, with this person, German Shepherd or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cool,
Yeah.
And then I start thinking about Buddy, I was like, maybe I should have got him registered and bring him to work. But
everyone has a different circumstance.
Yeah, it depends where you work.
Yeah.
And, if
the people around you.
Yeah, then everyone's going to be like, oh, that's not fair.
Yep.
Or,
the next thing you know, it's an entire zoo in your office building.
Yeah, and someone brings a gorilla for some reason. And it's like, how do you get a gorilla? It's like...
Dude, if that were to happen, I'd totally buy a penguin then. We always talk about this. I'd have a little penguin.
Then you'll have like freaking parrots and stuff flying through you have to dodge them, while you're at the printer,
Bird poop all over the printing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it would work.
I don't think that would work.
It's in theory, it's nice.
It is. But what do you think about, I know you were the one who read the article, the whole pet bereavement thing. Mm-hmm. Well, you said that was very interesting because it reminded me, like you said, and, God forbid, knock on wood, it's not happening anytime soon, but the day that Buddy passes, you even said early on, you're like, I'm going to be a mess. I'm going to have to take like a month off of work, like things like that. Mm-hmm. Are you behind what they were saying of allowing like pet bereavement?
Yes. Mm-hmm. But, taking my, feelings aside, I don't think it would, you can't take a month off.
No, of course not.
Unless you have the PTO, then yes, do it. But like give them at least a week.
Yeah.
Or a few days, just like normal.
Yeah.
Like say you lose somebody or whatever, the same amount of time, and if you have PTO, use it.
Yeah, of course.
If you need more time, so yeah, I agree they should implement that.
I think I agree to that too. It almost sounds like 2026, they're just trying to implement more like pet policies. Because some companies already have pet insurance that you can get.
Yeah. A couple companies I've worked for have had that, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm all for the pets. They are our other family members.
Yes, but if you're bringing a gorilla to the office or something, or a pet goldfish at the construction site, be careful.
Be careful. That's all we can say. Proceed with caution.
Yes.
Okay, well, I have our other daily roundup news story. This one also stayed in the workplace. It's Monday. Might as well, right?
Yep.
And this one is all about micro shifting.
Okay.
In the office.
All right, explain.
It's not as scandalous as it seems. I know when I say that, I'm like, oh. No, have you ever heard the term micro-shifting? It's become more popular in the past couple of years.
I have not.
So basically what it means is it's a different way to do your workday rather than a full 9 to 5. So what that means is it's a controversial idea that people are working in sporadic moments throughout the day rather than doing a full sit at your desk 9 to 5, 8 hours, get it done.
Yeah.
So like what's happening is it basically allows employees to say you have to take your kid to school at 7:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. You get up and work from 6 to 7. You go take your kid to school, get your medical appointments done, anything you need, go back to work at noon, work from like noon to 4, go pick up your kids, do family stuff, and maybe if you really have to, do a couple hours at night once they're in bed. So it's the idea of doing sporadic work throughout the day, rather than sitting at a 9 to 5. You have to be there. You can't leave.
Yeah.
And the pro of this, and this actually is a study that was done to see how this works within our, I guess you could say, employment space. This was with the Huffington Post. The pro of this is it does allow time for employees to do non-related activities. So like making those appointments, like caregiving, errands, going to the gym, things like that, which usually you have to wait either till night, which you only have 5 hours, or you have to wait till the weekend, which you only have 2 days to get all of this stuff done.
Yep.
And if you think about it, when you're sitting in a workplace, at least this is for me, I don't know about you, I almost feel bad leaving for like an appointment or something. Like I feel like, I can't schedule an appointment. I got to be at the office 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So then you have to figure out a time to get it in there, or you have to take PTO to go to see the doctor. Things like that in my opinion, should not be docked against you. Yeah. And what they found with this study is that it's actually allowing for a better work-life balance. And workers report being more productive, efficient, focused, better mental health, and happier with their job. Because when people feel like they're in charge of their life, they actually feel more motivated, is what this sound. Now, you're probably wondering what's, right?
Yeah.
So there are a few cons. Now, granted, these aren't ones that were really prominent in this study, but they said the one con is that if you work in a team, it's actually harder to work in that team. You're not as able to be productive, and miscommunication happens. Why? Because your time slots are different, right?
Yeah.
Because you can do whenever you want during the day, so you may not meet up at the same time as someone else is micro-shifting. So that would be an issue if you're working in a team. And then the other part of that is actually, on the con side, there could be a blur between work and life, right? Whereas sometimes it's better to help you balance it. On the other hand, it can be all work, no life, if you're on your own.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to know what your thoughts are to that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the flexibility would be great, but it depends, just like we were talking about
on
having the animals, it's like, depends on what your job is. What do you do for a living?
Right.
Do you have that remote option?
Right.
To log in, or are you that guy with a goldfish at the construction site operating a crane? It's like, and you're the only crane operator.
Right.
It's like, are you whatever it is, it's like, are you that important that you can't do that? It's just a lot of factors that play into it, but yes, I agree, they shouldn't be so hard on you or the employee for needing to take care of themselves, because if they take care of themselves, it's going to return back. And they're going to want to stay. They're not going to go to your competitor. And look for that flexibility, because employees, they're gonna go get that flexibility because it's 2026 now, and they
we're
can.
not exactly, and we're not all in the mindset of, oh, we're only living to work. Or, oh, we're only working to live. Like, no, it's not that anymore. So I agree with you on that. And I also agree it does depend on the job, right? Like, nurses can't do that in their 24-hour period, firefighters, things like that. So it would have to be dependent on what you do, But I will say this. Most of us take unscheduled breaks during the day anyways. Like, come on. You can't tell me you've never come off the computer, or like what you're doing, you go on your phone, and you're like doom scrolling for an hour. Right.
Yeah, or
like,
go to the coffee machine or whatever.
Right. Like, we're all taking those breaks anyways. It's just now kind of factoring them into the day. I don't know. I'm all for it, personally.
Yeah. I mean, if your job allows it and gives the employee it will keep retention. Keep the retention and keep your best employees, because your best employees are going to go find that option eventually.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%.
If they feel like they're not being valued or whatever it is, they're going to go find it. It's 2026, and most people are doing that now. So, I don't know. I think the flexibility would be nice,
I think if you're an employer listening to this and you're trying to figure out ways to get people motivated, or a different way to do the workspace, this may be an idea to try.
And it's like, have set schedules and rotate, like Team 1 has Mondays for the flex schedule. Then like Team 2 has Fridays, so it gives you can divide it out too. There are other ways. You just got to work with your team and see what works best for your schedule and your business's schedule as well. So I think there are options, but if you're, Frank operating the crane
with the
goldfish, I don't know if you're going to be getting the flexibility that you want, unfortunately.
I think we need to get an image of a guy with a goldfish named Frank.
I don't know.
It's going to be on the cover for the
that might have to be our mascot.
I know, at this point. Frank! Okay, well, that's our daily roundup. Feel free to, of course, comment what you think on these ideas. Maybe suggest it to your bosses. Make your workday a little bit easier. And from there, we're going to move on to Country Corner. I have our first story for this one today.
Okay.
And I thought I would make us all feel a little bit old.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
I know, that's not the way you want to start on Monday, but I want to make us all feel old, because guess what? These 10 classic country songs turned 20 in 2026.
Ooh.
So you got to think about that. That was 2006, right?
Wow.
Where country was at a very big peak at that point.
Yeah.
We had so many amazing artists, from Carrie Underwood, Rascal Flatts, Billy Currington, Brooks and Dunn, all of those. So these are 10 songs that turned 20 this year. Number 1, Carrie Underwood's Before He Cheats.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, that's a classic. That's the iconic song that got every female to bash someone's car.
I think my mom would like jam that in the car, and I'm like, oh Lord.
And it's always like you see the memes with like the sledgehammer, and the girls are like trying to smash the windows into the car.
Oh yeah, key in the car,
all of that
tires,
stuff. Hey, that was early Carrie too.
Yeah, I guess mechanics were making a lot of money that year.
Just in 2006. Okay, number 2. This song was actually the most played song on radio in 2006.
Okay.
If You're Going Through Hell, Rodney Atkins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
I love that song. Even to this day. If you're going through hell, keep on going.
Yeah. I remember hearing that all the time on the radio.
I feel like that was like the anthem for 2006.
Yeah.
Like that inspirational song. Even
just
to this
keep
day.
Going.
Just keep going. Yeah. To this day, I'll still listen to it if I have a bad day. Number 3, Billy Currington's Good Directions.
Such a good one.
Can't go wrong with that. Yeah. Go to the corner, get some iced tea, or sweet tea.
Miss Bell's.
Miss Bell's sweet tea.
Yeah.
Such a good one. Number 4. This is early Taylor Swift. Tim McGraw. Do you remember that one? When you hear Tim McGraw, hope you know it's my
favorite song. I've heard that.
That's country Taylor. That was like early 18.
T-Swizzy.
Yeah, 18-year-old Taylor Swift. I think that's when she first came out on the
Was it 2006 when she first started?
I don't know if it was 2006, but that song came out in 2006. So probably 2005, 2006.
So if that's when she first started, she's been in the game for over 20 years.
Isn't that insane?
And she's only 30.
I know.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a heck of a career, dude.
And she's still going. Like, she's not stopping. And now she's getting married to Travis Kelce.
I think she's a billionaire, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a billionaire. Yep.
Wow.
That's insane. Good for her.
Wow.
Throwback to Country Taylor. Number 5, Rascal Flatts, Life is a Highway.
Oh, that's a good one. It's
a good one. It was an overplayed one, I will say.
I think that song was on Cars.
It was. Well, this song, fun fact, little nerdy tidbit here. Life is a Highway is not originally written by Rascal Flatts. It's like a song from the 80s, I think. 70s, like a country song. And then they redid it for the movie Cars.
Oh, wow. So it's a cover.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
But it sounds very different. If you look, anybody who looks up the original, you're going to be like, oh, interesting. It's a little more popified, I guess you could say.
More mainstream.
Yeah. But it was done for the movie Cars, and then it just happened to become one of their biggest hits.
It was a great song. I remember when I watched the movie Cars.
Oh, yeah.
That was just the main thing.
Which also, just to make you feel a little more old, that means that movie Cars is 20 years old as well.
Dude, we're getting old.
Yeah, we're getting so old. Yeah. Anyways, sorry, guys.
Moving on.
Number 6, Kenny Chesney's Summertime.
That's a good one.
Number 7, George Strait's Give It Away.
That is a good one.
Just give it away.
Well, just like, you have the ladies like keying cars and stuff like that.
I know, the guys are like, just give it away.
Just take it, whatever. take the house, take the kids, whatever. It's fine. Just give it away.
Seems like you guys still stayed in that same realm too.
Hey, they had to combat each other, for that year.
And nobody better than George Strait to do so.
Yep.
Number 8, I wonder if you remember the song, The Wreckers, Leave the Pieces. Leave the pieces when you go. That one? See, that was like, I think they were like a one-hit wonder group, but that was such a good song. Such a good song.
I might have to check it out after this, yeah.
Number 9, another one, Steve Holy, who did one of my favorite country songs, Good Morning Beautiful. That's not the one from 2006, though. The other one, Brand New Girlfriend. I got a brand new girlfriend.
Yeah,
that one is 20 years old now.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
That's
I don't know where he went either. And number 10, which also became the song of the year, single of the year for the CMAs and I think the ACMs, Brooks and Dunn's Believe. That is such a good one. I listen to that. That's my Sunday song.
Yeah.
I listen, I'm like, yes. I'm like praising at that point. So those are your 10 songs to make you feel old in 2026 because they are 20 years old.
Wow.
Kind of fun to go back, though.
Time is flying.
It is.
Really looking back at it. So.
It is. It's kind of fun to go back, though, because now I'm like, oh, I should make a whole, playlist of all those and just live in nostalgia for the next couple
early
days.
2000s.
Yeah, exactly. So what's your country news for us?
I might be a little late on this recording, but around Christmas time, Bailey Zimmerman buys his mom a new house and a new car.
Oh, I heard
or
about
I think
this.
Escalade or something like that. Yeah, so it was her dream house
and
stuff like that. So, and I thought this article would be great for today because it is my mom's birthday.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to Debbie.
Happy birthday, Debbie.
Yes.
Yeah, see, you messed up though. Where's her house?
I know. I'm working on it, guys.
Where's the new car?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I keep telling her I'm going to get her that, she loves classic cars. So getting a old Camaro. She would love like a baby blue, I think it was her color. But yeah, so I'm working on it, guys. Hopefully this podcast takes off, and with the blessings that you guys give us, I can do that for her.
We're gonna start a GoFundMe for your mom.
Yeah, we might have to. So, but anyways, I thought that would be a nice feel good article.
I think that's really cool because I think a lot of times people forget celebrities like Bailey Zimmerman are just normal people, and they come from sometimes harder backgrounds or whatever. Yeah. And then when they actually give thanks to those who got them there, I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Because parents do everything selflessly for their kids. They never ask for anything in return. They never want anything from you. And I'm sure Bailey Zimmerman's mom wasn't like, I need a house. It's just, that's just what happened. And I think that shows his character.
Yeah, just paying it back, and it definitely gives me motivation to be able to do that. So, shout out to Bailey Zimmerman, and his mom being able to do that. So, I thought that was really cool. I think it was from Country Now is
That's
the
awesome.
source. Yeah, so.
That's awesome. Well, always think about what you would do if you got a lump sum of money because
take care of your people.
Take care of your people. That's the lesson.
Because not many people make it on their own. It's always a team effort. Whether it's the producers, the writers, the singers, family members, grandmas, whatever.
Take care of those people.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to the back road take.
Moving on.
So this is the part of the show where we give you a scenario that's real or a survey or an article we found interesting and we want to hear what your feedback is, and we're going to both weigh in. I found this one today, kind of like Survey says, but Survey says the unhappiest age in life may surprise you. Okay. So this is from The Independent, but it was actually based on a worldwide study done both in the UK and the US. Over 2 million people were part of this study. And it's been said before that the unhappiest ages in life is usually that midlife crisis, right? The unhappy bump, as you could call it. And that usually happens in your 30s, maybe closer to 40s. But with the new survey that was just done, it now shows that the unhappiest age in life is... Do you want to take a guess?
25.
You were close. 22.
22? Wow.
22.
Is it really?
So it used to be midlife, but now it's 22-year-olds are unhappier than even their parents. Now, it's not because their parents had to now have everything figured out or anything like that, but rather Gen Z is far more prone to depression and anxiety than in previous years. In previous generations.
Wow.
And so because of that, they're now basically having their own midlife crisis, but at 22, right? As they either are graduating college, have already graduated, and there's not specific reasons why, because they didn't do that deep dive of the research. There is speculation. Of course, COVID changed a lot of that, which leads to mental health challenges. Yep. Challenges getting health care for mental health, increase in social media usage, and the job market. They're coming out of college and they're like, what am I supposed to do now with everything that they're going into with the college debt, and then what jobs are they going to get? So it's kind of a spiral that started. What do you think about that?
Well, I've been researching that too. I think I don't know if it was an article or not, but they were saying millennials and Gen Z and all the other younger generations, we've been sold a life that doesn't exist anymore. Which really hit hard because, and I tell this to my parents and other people's parents, it's like, if you think about it, we're living in the highest cost of living right now. And the weird times right now. We got AI. They're taking over, like, unfortunately, a lot of jobs, especially in tech. Remember when it was like early, I don't know, like 2017 and stuff like that? They were saying like, oh, coding, IT, learn how to program stuff. AI does all that stuff. So they're laying people off left and right now.
That's true.
So it's like we're being sold something that doesn't exist anymore.
Like the original American dream, the white picket fence, the home.
Working for a company for 20, 40 years or whatever, and they keep you around for that long.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
No.
Or you leave on your own because of toxic work environments, or because you just get bored. Like, we are the generation that gets bored. We're not Gen Z, we're millennials technically.
Yeah.
But we are still close enough to Gen Z because we're on the cusp, that we are the generation that gets bored and wants to work for a passion in life, not just work to make money,
Well, on the flip side too, like, we have different options than our parents did.
True.
Or the older generation did. Like, you can see a 8-year-old making 6 figures, $1 million, talking about Legos.
Yep. That's true.
And our parents never had that in their life, so they don't know anything else either. Yep. So we can't blame them.
No, of course not.
For telling us to go to school, take out a whole bunch of debt, go to school, then try to get a job.
Yep.
It doesn't work like that, unfortunately, anymore, unless you really, know somebody or right?
Unfortunately, the life dream that you're talking about has not progressed, right, as life itself has, as humans have.
Yeah.
Right? So there's still this old ideal of what it's supposed to be, whereas it's not matching where we are now. It's like a company that's stuck in the past, right? It hasn't advanced. It hasn't grown at all.
Yeah.
So I feel like as a society, we need to take a step back and kind of go, okay, well, what is it mean now to have that quote unquote American dream, right? What does it mean now to have a family? What does it mean now to work a full-time job? Kind of like what we were talking earlier, that micro shifting, right? What does it mean now to do a 9-to-5?
Yeah.
In 2026. Because there's got to be ways that we can combat this unhappiness. At the age of 22, you're just becoming an adult, a baby adult.
Yeah.
And to be going through that, I mean, I'll admit, like, I had my mental health struggles starting about 24, 23, and I kept saying I was going through a midlife crisis in my 20s.
Yeah.
So I can relate to this, and it sucks because all you want to do is enjoy being a baby adult at this point. You finally are on your own. You finally have some adult money, right? You can finally do A, B, C, D, E.
Yep.
But you can't anymore because you can't survive that way.
You can't afford to.
Yeah. That's why there's less, they even say there's less people in this Generation Z that are going out clubbing, drinking, any of that stuff.
Yeah, or the average homeowner age is like in their upper 30s, 40s now. It's pushing 40s.
Yep.
With everything that's been going on, it's just a different life now. And unfortunately, the life that our parents were sold, that worked for them and that helped raise us, doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think we just need to refocus our expectations.
Yeah, not to make it all doom and gloom.
No.
But
it's an interesting study, though.
But it does, on the flip side, give us opportunities to do something for ourselves.
Yep.
Be able to make that content. Be able to start that business. Go take that leap at 22. Dude, you can always go get another 9-to-5 job. They will be out there. Or you can go work with Frank with the goldfish at the construction site, which is nothing wrong with those. There's nothing wrong with those jobs. But why not take a leap while you can? Go get a roommate, 5 roommates, and take that risk and start that business. Because on the flip side, what if it does work? And you can buy your mom and dad that big house that they always wanted and that car.
Wow, circling it all back together. I see you there. I see you. That's like a perfect segue, though. I don't even need to ask what your Brandon's bumper sticker is.
Yes.
What if it works? Is that what it is?
Well, that's kind of how, I look at life.
Yeah.
And that's, I always like sharing my story to see if it helps people. And that's kind of how, even with this podcast, I have no clue how to do this stuff, and I'm learning it from you, with all this media stuff. But why not try? We can always go get another 9-to-5 job somewhere.
Yep.
We always can,
That's true.
Might as well take that leap,
That's true. Well, I'm going to make your Brandon's bumper sticker for you today.
Okay.
Because it's why not try?
Yeah, why not?
Just try, go ahead.
It's 2026, dude.
Why not try it?
Go ahead, try it. Shoot for the stars, because that 9-to-5 will be there. So.
Well, I think on that, there's nothing left to say other than to wrap it up.
Yeah, I thought thinking.
It is. I thought your Brandon's bumper sticker was going to be something else completely, and then you said that at the end. I was like, nope, found it.
Yeah, I was I had my backup one just in case. In case I started stuttering or something.
I love it. Well, thank you all so much for being a part of our show today. Yes. Happy birthday, Debbie. We love you. Debbie. We love you. And remember, it's actually what Brandon said. Why not try? Right? Yep. You never know what's going to happen. Please, please, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. I don't think I forgot anything on that one.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. That's when you know it's time. It's time to be done. We appreciate you. We love you. And we will talk to you next time.
See ya.
Bye.